Today, I'm going to be breaking down this store day by day, showing the profits, the ad spend, how I was scaling, the testing campaign. This is a long awaited video. A lot of people have been asking me to do this. So yeah, it's finally here. So let's get right into it. Firstly, I just want to shout out my Discord. We literally started this just over 24 hours ago. We've already got 141 members. Everyone's going crazy in here. We had an AMA last night for about an hour and a half. I was just answering everyone's questions completely for free. So if you want to join this Discord, it's like a crazy fast community. We're growing so quickly. Yeah, link will be in the description. Also, if you want to follow my Instagram, link is also in the description. You can shoot me a message and we can just talk. So yeah, let's get straight into it. So I started this store on the 22nd of August. That was when I first started running ads. And as you can see, this is my testing campaign here. We had a total of 3 sales, which is a 1.24 ROAS. My break-even ROAS on this product was, I think, a 1.4, something like that. Okay, so on day one, we lost £20. This is my product cost here. This is the Facebook ads cost, and this is the revenue after fees. So yeah, on day one, we lost £20. So let's get into day two. So on day two, we tripled our revenue. We did $1,000. Which is like £500, and obviously we spent only 119 because it's still in the testing phase, and we had a 4.2 ROAS. Now obviously if we take a look at these 2 days together, I definitely scaled these up. Okay, so what I was looking at is this one here, that's super profitable, and this one here, that's super profitable. So the next day I duplicated those 3 times into its own CBO at £100 per day. And that is because I wanted to go super aggressive with this scale, make sure we can get those results really quickly. And the profits on this day were £239, which is like a 40 to 50% margin, which is insane. Again, here's the product cost, Facebook ad costs, and the revenue after fees. Let's go to day 3. So day 3, we jumped up from $1,000 to $3,500. So obviously the scaling campaign went really, really well. Let me just show you the ads. So on the 24th of August, we launched 2 new CBOs, and these would have been at £100 per day, but you can see that they've spent 150, and that's because I increased the budgets during the middle of the day because Facebook was giving me really good ROAS. So I increased them from 100 to 200. And it worked very well. I mean, first day CBOs to get 4 ROAS and 3.6 ROAS, that is crazy profitable. And obviously our testing campaign is still doing well, so I would imagine to the next day I scaled up as well. Let's get into the profits for day 3. So on day 3, we made £752, which in Australian dollars is 1,500 Australian dollars, which is almost a 50% margin. So this is a super profitable store, and obviously I can see that, so I scaled it like crazy. So for day 4, we went from $3,500 to $6,500, which is a very aggressive revenues. Let's have a look at the ads here. So on the 25th of August, we spent £981. So as you can see, these are on even higher budgets. I didn't scale this one. I did scale this one. It looks like I should have scaled this one. And we also added 2 new CBOs. And it looks like I just added this one in at £200 per day. And I would have added this one at £100 per day and increased the budget during the middle of the day. This is very aggressive. And as you can see, the ABO, the testing campaign, is still super profitable. So what I'm doing is just anything that's got a good ROAS over the last couple of days, putting it in a CBO at £100 per day and then increasing, or £200 per day depending. So let's get into the profits. So on day 4, we profited £1,222, £981 of product costs, £980 of ad spend, and these are the revenues after fees in pounds. Now that is insane profit. For the 4th day, so including the first day, we made a total of £2,000 in 4 days. And this is only the first 4 days of this store. So let's get into day 5. So on day 5, we scaled from 6.6K to 10.7K, just under double which again is really good. Let's see what I did on the ads. So we can see here that's the 25th. We'll go to the 26th. Up the budgets of both of these here. We launched a couple new CBOs, and this one is on a crazy high budget. So what I would have done is just smash the budgets, and I would have been doing it multiple times during the day. If I have a CBO at £100, I'll scale it in the middle of the day. I might scale it 2 or 3 times that day. So one CBO could go from £100 all the way up to £500 in a single day if Facebook is giving me good traffic. Let's get into the profits for this day. So for this day, day 5, I believe, we profited £1,500, which is a huge amount. You can probably tell that the net profit margin is much lower, but that is what happens at scale. You have to sacrifice ROAS for consistency, and yeah, that is what we did. £1,500 in product costs, and here you can see everything else. Get into day 6. So day 6, we scaled from £10,700 to $13,000, which is $13,000. Let's see what we did with the ads here. So bang, so we went from 2,000 spend to 2,800 spend. As you can see, we added 2 new CBOs and we scaled these a bit. I don't think we scaled them a lot, but yeah, the ROAS, as you can see, is much lower than it was at the lower scales. It's a lot easier to get good ROAS at low scale, but this is still an amazing ROAS for how much we're spending on the ads. So let's get into the profits for this day. So on this day, the 27th, we made another £1,500. So even though we did more revenues and we spent more, we had pretty much the same profits. And that is just because once you get to that scale, it's really difficult to maintain high ROAS. But you know what? I'm still very happy with these results. So let's get into the next day. So we went from 13,000, and then the next day we did 14.7 thousand Australian dollars, which is just crazy. That might be my biggest day ever. I've scaled other products and other stores to similar levels. That's really cool to see. Just shy of 15k, which is quite annoying. But let's get into the ads. So we went from 2,800 spend straight into 3,200. Now, I imagine the reason I didn't scale super aggressively, I only added about 300-400 in spend, is because the ROAS was dropping. As you can see here, 2.65 ROAS. I think it was actually a bit lower than that. Still very good, but I didn't scale as aggressively because a lot of these CBOs didn't have great ROAS. So this one got scaled, this one would have got scaled, this one got scaled. The ROAS wasn't as good, so I only scaled a couple of them and just let the others run. So let's get into the profits for this 14.7k day. Now, as you can see, the profit is more or less the same. We made an extra £200 or so. I'm really happy with this. I still am, but it's not as high as I'd want it. I'd maybe want to get like a 25% margin. I think that's probably like a 20% margin, but still very, very good. As you can see, product costs, all this stuff here. So yeah, let's go into tomorrow where we started descaling, and that is because my ad account got banned. On the next day, only 9.3k. I'm just gonna kind of go quickly over this. So the 29th, we went from 3.2k spend to 2.6, and that's because I turned some of these CBOs off because they just weren't performing. This one got turned off, 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 and that's just because it was really bad ROAS. Some people, they might decrease it by maybe a few £100s to see if they can keep it. Personally, I'm a little bit more cutthroat with my descaling. I think once a product is done, it's done, and then you can stop and you can start over again, maybe with a new strategy, trying new audiences. But at this point, I believe the product was done, so I was very quick to just turn them off, save money. Yeah, that's basically what we did. So on this day, we only made £400, which is a terrible margin. That's terrible. That's like basically break even. But yeah, it's still okay. Like, I'm not going to complain with £400 profit. Yeah, it is what it is. You have bad days, you have good days, and that was definitely a bad day. Let's get into the next. And then we have 6k, and I think we made another £400. So that is 1.6. So we knocked off £1,000 of spend, And as you can see, this one got turned off that day. This one I kept, this one got turned off. That one I kept, I kept that as well. But as you can see, I'm just cutting so much spend so quickly because I want to keep the profits I have. I don't want to try and wait it out. And yeah, that's basically what we did. And on this day, we made 400. We made £400. I haven't actually calculated it fully, but I'm pretty sure it's £400. Let's get into yesterday. So yesterday we only did $1,000, and that is because I had payment issues with my ad account. For some reason, Facebook wouldn't want me to pay. They didn't want my money. And I tried 5, 10 different cards. I tried 3 different PayPal accounts. They weren't having it. Eventually my ad account got banned, and then customer support sorted it out in the end. But by then the damage was done. But yeah, on this day, which was yesterday, we spent £496 to make $1,000, which is a 2-row. Not very good. I think we probably made, I don't know, 15% margin, which is like, what, £100, something like that. So it's not really worth calculating. And then today has done terrible today. But if we have a look at yesterday when the ad account ban happened, you can see here, usually it's like spiked up, and it just nothing because I couldn't run ads. So yeah, that is basically it. So the final calculation for this project is a total of £7,557 in 1 week. That is like the fastest I've ever seen anyone scale it. It's a new record for me, and to do that in just a week is crazy. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed that breakdown. If there's anything you want me to go more in depth about, maybe my scaling strategy or what my plan is now, just let me know in the comments. I love making these videos. I love all the support we've been getting on the channel. Already hit 200 subscribers, which is insane. Again, I'm going to link my Discord. I'm going to link the Instagram because those are popping off right now. I'd really highly recommend you join the Discord. It's a great community. We've got some great people in there. There's lively questions. It's awesome. And there's going to be weekly free AMAs. Just join those. I'll answer all of your questions. And yeah, I hope you guys keep killing it. We're going into Q4 now, so you need to keep hustling, keep working. I'm putting in some serious shifts lately because I want the next winning product. This is great, but I want to do this every week, right? So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. Full breakdown, full transparency. Yeah, hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you on the next one.